real estate leads in 2021. Are you in position right now to get real estate leads? The market is booming right here in South Florida and throughout the nation. I don't know about the world, but I know one thing, real estate is booming just about everywhere. And are you in position for 2021 to get the leads? Well, if you're not, then you need to be. And some of the things that you need to do in order to be in position, I'm going to show you right here in this video to be in position to get more leads. I'm Paul R. Atkinson, your professional coach. Remember, in the description of this video, you can find the tools that you could use to build your business. And remember to give this video a thumbs up, okay? Give it a like. And if you have not subscribed, well, what are you waiting for? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm saying it in advance. So let's talk about leads. In 2021, there's so much leads, right? You can simply put a Facebook ad out there with a CRM, with some automation that helps you to text and give some feedback so you can generate the buyers. Now, you get a lot of traffic if it's done right with a funnel system and your automation, and you could fizzle out by qualifying these buyers in a way that you have your lenders can give them that PQ, just find out just what they are. So that's one way that you can get system. Now, I want to tell you a story. Does it work? Does this particular system work? Yes, it does. I personally have seen on my team where we've placed an ad for like 15 days. We run it. And within that 15 days, we've gained more than 250 contacts, buyer leads, just by simply placing an ad. Now, what does the ad say? The ad is simple. It says, want to buy home 300,000 and below here in Fort Lauderdale? Click on the link. I'll give you a list. Simple, right? A little sweet. And so many people have acted on that because they're looking. You do a little price point. And then you get that information and you start to work with it. Now, you have to filter it out. You have to call and qualify, but you get really good quality leads in doing so. You also have to have your website. You know, I met a realtor just recently. And when I asked him, hey, he was about in his 20s. He just started, right? Real estate business, and maybe like 4 years. And I said to him, do you have a website, for your real estate practice? I see you on Facebook and all that stuff. Do you have a website that you could give to people, like your domain, it'd be like john.pra or whatever homes.com. Is it anything like that? john.realtor.com. Or is a good one, johnsellhomes.com. Do you have any website with a domain like that? No, he said no, he didn't. So how can you expect to get leads? How can you? You've got to be in position. You have to have a website and you have to have a CRM to work that website. It's very important for you to have that. You must have a website. You must have a CRM. And you have to prospect to get leads by using the sphere exercise. The sphere exercise is a system that I've used since the 90s. Some of you might have seen it. You could look at the other videos in this channel and find the sphere exercise. So I want you to search the channel after watching this video and just type in sphere exercise and you're going to see that video. What is the sphere exercise? It's simple. You are a person, right? And you know 3 people right now. I'm going to ask you a question. Name 3 people that you know right now. You know their phone number, you know their email, and you know their name. Name them. It could be a relative of yours. Think about it. I want you to write it down right now. Write it down. 3 people. I want you to draw a line from each of those 3 people 3 times. So you wrote down 3 people's name, draw 3 lines from each of them. And then at the end of that line, I want you to think about who they know. And if they don't, then guess what? You're going to ask them, who do they know? That's the sphere exercise. And it goes on and on and on. It jogs your memory, jogs your mind of who you can contact and who you can ask this wonderful question. Who do you know that wants to buy real estate, sell real estate, or rent real estate? That's how you get more leads, by simply asking people. But you need to ask them in a certain way. And there's a technique to that. When you call them up, you give them some love talk. You check in with them. How's everything going? How is this going? How's that going? And you just kind of love them up, right? And then after you love them up, then you say, hey, you know what? I got a question for you. What's the question? Who do you know that wants to buy real estate, sell real estate, rent real estate? I guarantee you, if you do what I've just said right now, pause the video. I want you to pause the video and go ahead and do that task right now. And I want you to call the people you know and ask them this question. Who do you know that wants to buy real estate, sell real estate, or rent real estate? Stop the video. Do it. And I guarantee you, you do that 10 times, you are guaranteed to get at least 2 prospects. And it's simple. I've been doing it for years. That's how I train my agents. That's how I train the realtors just like you. So it's a technique that works. Now, most of all, you must identify where you can get leads from. So you could do your sphere. You could get leads from expired listings. You can get leads from canceled listings. Think about it. Pandemic 2020. How many sellers came off the marketplace? How many sellers says, you know what? I don't want anybody walking through my doors. Think about that. They're sitting there on the shelf. And you could bring them back to the marketplace by having selling skills, contacting them with your one-page flyer, and letting them know it's a safe place to sell the property. And you have the resources not only to sell their property, but also to get them to their next property. So it's very, very vital. Now, after you're working the cancel listing, one of the most important things you can do to generate leads is to ensure that you have a daily activity. You've got to be disciplined enough to ensure that every day you are working your real estate business. Whether you're doing a mail out, whether you're writing a blog, whether you are getting some phone calls in, whether you're out there showing properties, and when you're showing properties, you are finishing up with showing the properties on the last one and the client leaves, and you're like doing what's called the P5, Paul 5, knocking on the 5 doors around that house. Yeah, did you hear me? Oh, yes, that's a secret. You just finished showing and you have a little bit of time. It's just 5 minutes. I know you have to go write the contract or whatever it is. You just finished dealing with a buyer. You're going to take like 5 minutes and you're going to knock on the door next door. Hi, I'm Paul Atkinson. I just finished showing that house next door. I'm wondering, do you know anyone that wants to sell their property? Are you considering to sell, or do you know anyone that wants to buy? And here's my one-page flyer. I just want to introduce myself. Interesting, isn't it? How do you feel about that? Are you afraid to do that? Don't be afraid. Get used to it. And it actually becomes a part of you. So these are some of the things that you can do to generate leads inside of your real estate business. Once again, I'm Paul R. Atkinson, your professional coach. And in the description of the video, I want you to click on the link that's going to help you to build business. Give this video a thumbs up. Also subscribe. And remember, check out the other videos on this channel. Do you know how to search the channel? Remember, I told you, get to the channel and then look for the search bar. And I want you to search for sphere exercise. I did a sphere exercise video. It's pretty good. It shows you exactly what to do to get a lot of people, at least 50 people right now, complete it. Until next time, I'll see you real soon.